We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Now we see most. We did it. Dun 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 dun.
You got to
Hey guys, how's it going? MrCasualCanadian here, and welcome to the episode of the MrCasualCanadian. So today we are playing on the beautiful Zone 85 on ProMC. Now, once I type this, you might see something different in my name. Let's check her out here. Let's get her there. Helper, MrCasualCanadian, guys, and that, you know what? Helper, subject, or staff is going to be the topic of today's video. I did just recently get accepted as a helper on ProMcGames. And so, you know, the whole process of that is what I want to talk to you. But first, let's get into this game. If you enjoy this video, please give me a rate. And as always, if you enjoy my content, subscribe to keep up to date with it. Alright, so let's just enter Pearl over here and do my route. We're going to head up these hills. So basically, when it becomes staff, you do a lot more than most people think. But when people see staff, you know, it's the normal kick, then you ban, you know, mute people, just the norm there. But and people always complain about unfair bans, and you know, being a player, you know what, definitely I probably was on that side. But once you're staff, it's a whole different view. Oh, this guy's gonna chase me, yeah. Anyway, it's a whole different view. There's a lot of things that you have to try to figure out, and you know, when banning somebody, you have to have enough proof. And you know, on the ProMC server, people complain about wrongly being banned all the time, but you know, it's hard to find out whether someone's truly hacking or not. Minecraft is pretty poorly optimized, and ping is a major factor. He probably can't get me here. I can get in this chest. Let's see, you can't get me. I'm just gonna come through here. You have no idea what's going on, do you? No. Okay. And you know what? When everything comes down to it, it's a lot harder than it looks. As a staff member, especially as a helper, I'll go through. I mean, some of the things I was on. I'm now a staff member considered low and on ProMcGames, and you know, for the first week, I've got to ask the other senior staff if I can do something before I literally do anything, and it's basically being on probation. You know, when you've got 500, 200, even 50 people on a server at once, oh gee, she's good, block hitting. When you have like 150, 250, any people on a server, it's really hard, because what ends up happening is, you know, once in a while you're gonna catch someone who feels wrongly accused, and you know, if you make an exception for one person, you gotta make an exception for everybody. It's like, if you're sharing your cookies in the playground, you gotta share them with everyone, because everybody wants a cookie. Hashtag cookies if you made it this far. CERKIES. There you go, cookies. Anyway, so yeah, when I was staff, for those of you who didn't know, I was staff. I was a mod on my prom mine party when that went down. That was pretty big. I think that we had like some odds, like 3,000-4,000 people join at once. That actually really messed up one of our nodes. Like it crippled the server immensely. But basically, we had all these people, and you know, I always value myself as being a person who likes to listen to people's stories, and if there's an issue, to understand it first, especially on things like TeamSpeak and such. So you know, I like to listen, understand what people are going through. But at the end of the day, where'd she go? At the end of the day, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and you know, there's nothing bad about a mute appeal or a ban appeal, because it means that you feel you were wrongly accused, but you're willing to try again. And you know, it's really hard to judge if someone's hacking or not. I went through something yesterday with one of the people on my servers, a friend of mine, Flaming Skulls was banned. I didn't believe he was hacking, even though deep in my heart I know that he probably did sometime. I mean, I've got lots of mods, and other people say that, you know, when y'all started Minecraft, learned how to use hack clients. I'm not saying that's what I did, self-incrimination, but you know, a lot of people did, and it's not that uncommon. And you know, working your way up the ladder in staff is something that's not done easy. And you know, I know the standards for ProMC are a lot different. For ProMC, they just want you to be on, you know, relatively a good amount of time, you know, have some fun, interact with the players, keep the community safe. But I heard like on MCSG, it's ridiculously hard. Like it's all about timing and how long you're on there. And you know, I really feel like the screening process is the most important process of a moderator's job. And I don't believe the screening process is over once you actually finish your interview. Oh, let's get her. Come on. once you finish your interview, it goes from being just wow, bow spam me. Right, that's what you can do. It goes from being just about, you know, what you said you'd do and what you talked. It's about doing what you talked about, and you'll find that players respect you in the player capacity for your staff if you act swiftly but you act fairly. Like, I mean, I don't know, I got a lot of compliments on my prom, and I was really proud of this. I mean, I listened to players and I talked to them, and she's back there, she just leave, and I'd understand what was going on. And then what would happen is, you know, if when I made a call, like a ban or a mute, people didn't question it, because, you know, I was somebody who was generally reasonable. So I guess I'm going to go through my steps now. If you would like to be staff on a server, my suggestions would be, 1, go on the forums, familiarize yourself with the forums, get to know the players on the forums, get to know how the process works for ban appeals, mutes, and all that, because everything's different on every server, and just overall understand the forums. Then cruise around the server. I'd say don't apply unless you've been on the server for at least a month. Okay, if minimum 2 weeks. Know every inch of the server, know all the commands, know how everything works, and then make sure you know things like the /mute commands. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Come on. Oh, crud. Places. Oh, I'm gonna get her. Oh, nice. Nice. GG. Alright, so, like I said, familiarize yourself with the server. Next. So that's step 1, forums. Step 2, server. Step 3, familiarize yourself with staff members. You know, I'm not saying brown nose staff members. I'm saying know them. Referrals can be a excellent thing. Being able to be known in the community, not just by the players, but also by the administrative community, is a crucial key. Because if someone throws in your name, like, into a thing, like in ProMC, they sit around, they literally talk about, after the interviews are done, saying yes and no for each player. What if you were doing one player, like, say my name is John Alden, I can't remember where I got that from, anyway. So if I knew the administrative team, and the player team, they could go, oh, John Alden, yeah, I've talked to that guy, he's a nice guy, you know, you should give him a chance. And then based on your interview, they go. If they don't know who you are, you never know, it could be, oh, John Alden, you know, I've never heard that name before, he must not be very active in the community. There you go. See, just by familiarizing yourself with members of the community, it can really make all the difference. I've set up foundations, like with friends groups, shout out to Crazy Mexican and some of the other guys on ProMC. You know, I've got quite a bit of friends on here now, and, you know, once you establish a base in the community, the support of the staff goes way up, rather than just becoming staff out of random. Now, those are my 4 steps. 1, forums. 2, server itself. 3, staff. Now, overall, guys, I want you to remember that once you become a staff on a server, the best thing to do is to just have fun and do what you'd want any staff member to do for you. Be advised that once you are staff, you're going to have to drop everything every once in a while. Oh, great team. You're going to have to drop everything and do what's best for the players. If you're in the middle of survival games and you have to leave, you have to leave. If, you know, you're never going to be able to play SG the same, because targeting is going to go way up. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this. I died. Thanks for watching this episode of the Minecraft Survival Games. Subscribe if you enjoy my content and want to keep up to date, and give me a rate if you really like this video. Peace out, guys. See ya.